Welcome to Gotham City, where the only thing more chaotic than the streets is the life of our main man, Arthur Fleck. You know, the guy who's trying his best to be a stand up comedian, but ends up becoming the clown prince of crime instead. Joker, 2019, is like a dark, gritty version of The Office, except instead of awkward pauses and cringe humor, we get a deep dive into mental health, society's failures, and a whole lot of creepy laughing. So buckle up, because this isn't just a trip down memory lane. It's a spiral into madness with a dash of humor to keep things light. Meet Arthur Fleck, the most down on his luck guy you'll ever encounter. He's got a condition that makes him laugh uncontrollably at the worst possible times. A real crowd pleaser, especially when he's working as a party clown or getting mugged by a bunch of jerks. Arthur dreams of being a comedian, but his life is more tragic than any punchline he could come up with. Arthur's stand up career is off to a rough start. Imagine trying to tell jokes while your brain decides it's the perfect time for an involuntary laugh attack. Not exactly the recipe for comedy gold. He idolizes Murray Franklin, a late night talk show host, who's like a mix between Johnny Carson and your least favorite boss. Arthur finally gets a gig at a local comedy club, but his performance is so awkward that the audience isn't sure whether to laugh or call an ambulance. Lucky for Arthur, someone recorded his set and it goes viral, but not in the you're gonna be famous way. Murray Franklin gets a hold of the footage and decides to air it on his show, turning Arthur into the punchline of a citywide joke. He starts to embrace his darker side. After getting fired from his clown job for bringing a gun to a children's hospital, he's on the subway home when three Wall Street bros start harassing him. Big mistake, Arthur snaps, and let's just say, those guys won't be making any more stock trades. This subway incident sparks a citywide movement against the rich, with people donning clown masks as a symbol of rebellion. Gotham's basically like, down with the 1%. Also, clowns are in this season. Arthur's loving it, finally feeling like he's part of something bigger than his crappy life. Meanwhile, Arthur's convinced himself that Thomas Wayne is his long-lost dad. After a hilariously awkward attempt to confront Wayne at a fancy event, where he gets punched in the face, classic, he breaks into Wayne Manor. Here, he meets a young Bruce Wayne and gives him his first magic trick, a smile that's more terrifying than friendly. This won't scar him for life at all, right? Arthur visits Arkham State Hospital to get more dirt on his mom and finds out that, yep, she's not just delusional, she's also abusive. Turns out, Arthur was mistreated as a child, which might explain why he's a few balloons short of a party. The Clown Prince emerges. After this revelation, Arthur's like, you know what, I'm done trying to be normal. He decides to fully embrace his Joker persona. He kills his mother in the hospital, which is honestly one of the less shocking things he does. He then prepares for his big debut on The Murray Franklin Show, but not before taking out a former colleague who betrayed him. Because why not? Arthur's appearance on the show is nothing short of a disaster, which, let's be real, was totally expected. He confesses to the subway murders on live TV and then delivers a monologue about how society failed him. Murray tries to shut him down, but Arthur's had enough. In one of the film's most shocking moments, he shoots Murray on air, sending Gotham into complete chaos. The city is now in full-blown riot mode, with people running amok in clown masks. Meanwhile, Arthur's treated like a hero by the rioters, as he's taken away in a police car. But before you can say, Gotham's burning, the car's crashed by his new fan club, who pull him out and celebrate him as their leader. In a final chilling scene, Arthur stands on top of a police car, smears blood across his face to create that iconic Joker smile, and dances like he's just won the lottery, which in a twisted way he kind of has. The city's burning. Bruce Wayne's parents are dead. Because of course this is Gotham, and Arthur's officially gone from failed comedian to the most dangerous man in the city. The movie ends with Arthur in Arkham Asylum laughing to himself. When asked what's so funny, he replies, "You wouldn't get it," before presumably making a run for it because, honestly, who's going to stop him at this point?